Hello everyone and welcome to our very first interview series with the Rebel, and this is going to be the very first edition with our very first guest. She is all the way from AUB Lebanon, that's the American University of Beirut, and a very nice person of course. Favour, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Emmanuel.
How are you feeling today?
I'm doing amazing, thank you.
That's nice. So who is Kimi Favour?
In a nutshell, I would say Favour is a female open dream scholar, proud open dream scholar, who has gone through a lot of obstacles in life, but still managed to, jump over all those hurdles and get to a place where she can say she is living life to the fullest.
Interesting.
Yes.
So she's actually living life to the fullest.
I
So
hope
how's your house with Sunday been?
It was an amazing church service, first of all. And I love being back here at the Open Gym Center, which is my second home.
Yeah, your first home actually.
No, my second home.
I'm making it your first home. Right?
Okay.
So that's nice. Now you're going to be our very first guest. I mean, let's just put a round of applause for yourself. She's our very first guest, guys, and it's a very big privilege. You understand? So today is going to be, a question and answer session.
Okay.
Between an open dream scholar from Lebanon and your host Adrero.
Yes.
So sorry guys, I'm Emmanuel. If you guys remember, I'm Emmanuel, your host.
He's a very good host.
Yeah. So now we're going to go on to our main package for today. So this is a secret I'm looking today. This is our Yoruba calabash. This is where all the magic happens.
Okay.
So don't be scared.
Okay.
Don't be scared. So don't be scared. Nothing's going to pop out of it. And yeah. So here is calabash of magic for you rebel. And yeah. So I'm going to play this game. Right? It's going to be a very easy game with very basic instructions, which I believe. So you are just going to pick up the paper from here and you hand it over to me.
Okay.
And these are basically questions and you respond.
Okay. So basic interview.
Yeah.
Okay.
So any color.
Since yellow is only.
I really think this is going to be an awkward question. I don't know.
I don't know. It's the only yellow paper in there, so let's focus. Okay.
All right. I think this question is actually good for a start.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's have that question. What was your experience during the scholarship application process? Right. Was it a pessimistic kind of process, or was it an optimistic something?
Here's something I've never actually told anyone. The year I got my admission into AUB, which was 2023, I promised myself that if I did not get a scholarship that year, I would only apply at the master's level. So it was because I had applied for 2 years in a row and I did not get any scholarships. I got admission to some schools and maybe the scholarship did not go through, or I got the scholarship and the admission did not go through. But so that year I was planning to just end it if no scholarship went through and just go ahead with my studies. Yeah. So it wasn't the best feeling. But as God would have it and God does his things, I came across the AUB scholarship program, which was sent to the Open Dreams group. And after going through it and some people encouraging me to apply, I just did what I could. At that point, I wasn't even really optimistic about it. I was very
just shooting.
This is my last shot. Why not just shoot it? And I guess I scored a 3-point.
Yeah, that's nice. So about the application process, right?
Yeah.
Let me just ask a very general question. Were you among those who slept at the center for applications, or you just sat at home, everything alone?
I traveled to Yaoundé to sleep at the center.
Okay, you actually traveled from Bamenda to Yaoundé to sleep at the center.
Yeah.
So can you estimate how long did that entire application process take?
For AUB in particular, or application general?
Let's say for AU.
For AUB, about a week or two. It was actually really fast.
Yeah.
Because after the first phase, we went straight into the interview. But although for the interview, I had to come back to Bamenda, and on that day there was no electricity. I had to do the interview. So after the interview, we waited about two weeks or so, and then we got the decision from the scholarship program.
Yeah.
But then we had to apply to the school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the decision from the school came much later, like a month or two.
So yeah, that's a very, very interesting story. So you're traveling from here to Yaoundé to sleep at the center. Did you have other people you applied with? Understand? Other people you applied with to the same day?
Yes, I had. We were a lot of scholars. I think we were about 18 or so who applied, but then only about 9 got through the first phase, and then finally 4 got the scholarship. Yes,
that's nice. That's nice. So you are among 4.
Yes,
of course you are. So I think this question is done with.
Okay.
So you were pessimistic since it was like the last of the last shots.
Yes.
And finally happened.
Yes.
So guys, if you're applying right and you're giving up, just your final scholarship, I bet you like Favour, you're gonna enter the school. Yeah. So
just shoot that last shot.
Yeah. Your very last shot is the sure one. So I think we're done with this question. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to throw you. I'll just keep it. I think it's a blessing from you. But let's go to the next question.
Okay.
Along with this. Yeah.
That's the shape of a butterfly.
I really want to guess this question, but I can't.
No, don't. Just.
All right. So this is the bombshell of the day, honest. I don't know why it's coming now, but this had to come like one of the last questions.
Now I'm nervous. Okay.
Okay. Don't be nervous. So I will begin. It's actually 2 questions.
Oh, okay.
So I'll start with the first one. So did you carry Gary to AUB? Okay, she's a Gary plug.
Oh,
shout out to her. She's a Gary plug. Yeah.
It was one of the only things that I filled my bag with. Honestly, when I heard we have 2 bags of I think 23 kg each to carry, one bag was dedicated to Gary.
What are other foodstuffs like?
There was like I had to get arrow because I'm getting Gary.
Yeah.
Arrow, crayfish, palm oil, Maggi crevet. No, sugar. I need to get sugar there, but Gary.
Yeah.
Gary. I was the Gary plug,
Easy.
Yeah.
You actually open the store with that.
No, that's
all right. So yeah. So that's Lebanon, right? And eating Gary in Lebanon is just like being here. Understand? Actually get that home feeling. So will anything you ever had in Lebanon be better than Gary?
No.
I mean Gary is the top.
It's
the top.
It's a must-have.
So when your classmates, the Lebanese or maybe the other nationalities, so did you have the opportunity to tell them what Gary is? Did they taste?
The other African scholars did not, but the Cameroonians who were there, we had days where we make Euro.
All right. Yeah. So all the other people were like, I don't need that.
No, I think we just wanted to have a little Cameroonian feel of home.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so people never used to give them a Gary.
No, the Gary was too precious, honestly. It was too
the first aid kit. We baptized with the name Cassava Flakes. Cassava Flakes. Yeah. So Gary. So what are the other what foodstuffs would you recommend someone leaving Cameroon to AUB to take along, such that he does not miss out the entire dietary life in Cameroon?
I think most things that we cook here can be found there, although a bit more expensive and a bit more difficult to find. But things like plantain, Gary, some of our spices that we have, and maybe some palm oil.
palm oil.
Because you can't really get the authentic.
Okay, yes, the actual African palm oil.
Yeah, yeah. But other than that, I think you can find everything there.
Everything, but maybe at a higher price.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, did your garri get finished? Anything like that?
Oh no.
You never got finished.
No, I had to.
Okay, it was actual separate bag for garri.
I think you don't understand. I think it was like 2 buckets. Or so. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm exaggerating. But there was so much garri that by the time I was coming back, I had to give some to the Cameroonian who was there. Because it was so much.
It was so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so apart from garri, right? No, we can't eat garri every day. It's not healthy.
Yeah.
So what other food stuff that you used to have back in Cameroon were you more used to having?
Fried rice.
Fried rice.
Jollof rice.
Right.
Stew. I did not really eat much because.
Okay, you don't eat much.
No, not that I eat a lot.
Yeah.
But I could not eat as much because I did not have the things that I could digest. No, the things that I could really digest because I had just garri and arrow and snacks like chin chin and peanut. Yeah, but that was it. I had to buy every day. I would eat rice or spaghetti or rice or spaghetti.
And the garri with the special African methods.
Yeah.
To have that.
Or just to soak like cereal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's actually the best way.
Yeah.
That's the best way.
Midnight, everything.
So that's all about garri. Let's move away from the garri.
Okay.
It's an endless topic, you understand?
Definitely.
So let's move on to the next question now. Okay, so question number 3.
I'm ready.
Yeah, you should. Okay, now it's 2 questions as well. Was it difficult keeping in contact with friends and family at home while you were abroad?
Yes and no. So it's a 2-part answer. Okay. So yes, in the sense that before leaving, not a lot of people knew that I was actually leaving the country. So they would find out maybe from open dreams posts or like from my siblings' status and stuff like that. Yeah. So it was. Most people made it a bit difficult to communicate with them because they kind of felt betrayed.
Yeah, like you come out not telling me that.
Yeah. Yes, but with my family, I could not escape them because my mom was calling 24/7. She's like, "It's been 2 days. It's not calling me." I'm like,
"My daughter is somewhere. I need to know that kind of thing."
Have you eaten? What did you eat? Yeah, but and with my friends, the friends that I really like, my closest friends.
Yeah.
It wasn't as bad as like other acquaintances, but it got to a point where it was a bit difficult because of like time zones or when I'm having exams and they're not, or they're having exams and I'm free and things like that. Yeah.
So yes, that's the yes part. Let's the no part.
Yeah, as no, in the sense that I could not escape my family, I could not escape my parents, and then there were friends who were always constantly checking up on me.
Wow, that's nice.
And even open dream scholars were constantly like
yeah. So now when it became difficult, let me not say difficult, when it became tougher, managing your schedule and the family life, how did you keep that balance? Like, was there a time for chatting with mommy and daddy, and was there a time for school? Did you set those kind of times? Like weekends?
No, because my schedule was a bit haphazard. Right. So, but what I did was, there were a lot of times when I actually broke down because I did not have that connection, that feeling.
Yeah.
But a lot of times I was just honest with them.
Yeah.
I just tried to be honest with my friends, like, I really don't feel like talking to anybody right now, or like I really need someone to talk to right now, or like I'm really going through, maybe I have top exams coming up, or like stuff is happening. I just try to be open with the people that I'm close to and try to make them understand. Yeah.
That's right. So it's actually always very difficult, especially the times like you message them or they message you, and because you're so busy, you just have to blue tick them.
Yes.
Were there scenarios like that?
Yes.
So how did you handle those kind of scenarios? Because maybe after a while, somebody will be like, I text you down that time,
Yeah.
don't be, all of this kind of
Yes.
statements.
Don't change it.
Yeah, you don't change it, that kind of a thing. Yeah. So how did you handle those kind of slangs?
That's the thing. If I, with my close friends and
Yeah.
my family,
Yeah.
if I was open with them and explained what was going on, they would understand. But with like not so close friends or acquaintances, it was a bit more difficult. And at times I would explain, but they would not want to listen.
Yeah.
And at times I would just not explain because I'm done.
You don't actually have to.
I'm exhausted. Yeah.
Yeah. So family life, as we were in school, right? Study in a family life. Is there any way you feel you can make it better? Is your schedule, that's year one, right? Was haphazard?
Yeah.
Will it stabilize as you are going through, or it's still a spiky draft?
I think you definitely stabilize because I'm getting now into my major,
Okay.
like desired major, so I have a course outline.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how are you looking forward to balancing this family life, school life? Are you looking forward to creating like weekends, like talk, home, chat with some friends, or maybe every day? I know it's difficult every day, but like, are you looking forward to create that time?
I think creating that time, that set schedule for interactions and just bonding is very important.
So do you prefer the video calls or the WhatsApp calls?
WhatsApp video call.
WhatsApp video calls or the WhatsApp voice calls?
Voice call. Okay.
Voice call.
Either one is fine.
But which one do you?
I think I prefer the video calls because especially my siblings, they love seeing like what I'm up to, what I'm doing. Yeah.
Let's get that Lebanon vibe.
Yeah.
Right now, yeah. So, you are done with that question. Let's get to the next question. So, all right, guys, let's head over to the fourth question. I'm picking up the magical calabash and the over to Favour.
Thank you.
Next question. How was the food at AUB University? Yeah.
I don't think you should ask me that question.
Why shouldn't I ask you that question? How was the food? Yeah.
My palate is, I realized my palate is like a typical Cameroonian palate, and I did not want to accommodate any new tastes.
That's very painful. That's very painful to the Lebanese community.
No, not.
Was the food bad? Let's not say bad. It was not your type. Some were not your type.
Yes.
Some were your type.
Yes.
So just tell us the type of food. How do they cook their food that way?
I'm not sure about how they cook. They always just bring the food.
Yeah.
But there's a bread and cheese breakfast thing called manouche.
Manouche.
Yeah, manouche. So I usually get it in the morning. That was something I always loved getting as a breakfast.
It tastes good.
It's so good.
All right.
Yes, but I don't like the one that is topped with what's it called? Olive oil and thyme.
All right.
I can see your mouth doing it.
Yeah,
you don't.
I think I don't like it.
Okay. Yeah, so I did not like that. But manouche, you should try manouche, cheese manouche.
I've tried it virtually. Understand?
Yes. And then the shawarma.
All right.
It's to die for.
Okay, dear shawarma.
Yes.
Okay, it's different from ours.
Yeah,
What's the difference?
First of all, they use a wrap instead of the bread.
Okay.
They use like the flat bread and then you.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
The Jesus film kind of bread.
Yeah. And then they have a lot of garlic sauce going on.
Okay.
There's like a garlic paste, and then there's the other sauce that they use.
Yes.
And then the meat. I don't know how they season that meat, but God.
It's better than our soya here.
The meat.
Is it better than our soya here?
You're not going to implicate me.
Okay. Go on.
Yes, but shawarma, manouche, those are the best things to try.
Shawarma, manouche.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to trying this manouche.
Yes.
It's bread and cheese with
it's the flat bread kind of that is baked with cheese.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So now let's look at that's breakfast. So let's go to lunch. How was the typical lunch?
Typical lunches involved maybe rice.
Okay.
The rice was not. The rice is actually good. It's made with. It's topped with cashew nuts and just a lot of nuts, and then there's like shredded chicken.
Interesting.
You cannot go wrong with meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's usually rice. There's usually some sort of salad. There's two types of salad. I've forgotten the names.
Okay.
Yeah, but the salad is like a mixture of various leaves. Sometimes they include mint leaves, celery, and then they have like a vinegary kind of sauce.
Okay, yeah. Okay, like our cream.
Yes.
Cream, yeah.
Yes.
So did you actually taste?
Yes.
And it's full.
The salad.
Okay, we just Okay, let's march on to the supper, a typical supper for an AUB student.
A typical supper is probably just takeout.
Okay.
A lot of students do like takeout.
Okay.
So either McDonald's, KFC, they usually get it delivered in, or maybe like me, shawarma. If you're like me,
okay, just the shawarma.
You just go for the shawarma.
So now I really feel like you just were so engulfed in your gari and the African dishes you brought over there, like you said. Like we just really wanted the rice and stew and all of these things.
Yes.
So were there peculiar dishes, like, you know, here in Cameroon, maybe the Mako people can talk about chew, about food, achu as well. We have Banso people who are so the Lebanese, right? Was there a particular, apart from the rice? No, rice is a general kind of. So, any traditional dish?
I think there was. There's a dish. I've forgotten the name. These names are in Arabic, but it's grape leaves.
Yeah.
That they stuff with like rice and some kind of other vegetables. Then they wrap the grape leaves and cook. Yeah.
So they're all about wrap.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
So they just wrap their food. Yeah. So food at AUB. It sounds interesting as well as it sounds very, very mysterious.
Yeah.
So maybe when you're going to AUB next time and you're coming, you get on some of the the beginning was
Manouche.
And let's have it. Understand. So yeah. Question
Cinco.
5.
Cinco.
I've lost count. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another pink one.
Another pink one. Why are you avoiding the green one? It's not.
I don't know. They said there are two greens, and one is not so.
I just picked So yeah, this one is going to be very interesting.
Okay.
Because it's a first time experience. So tell us about your first flight experience. Beginning, although I'll take you way back, but let's begin with the very few minutes before you boarded with you.
I wanted to record everything.
Okay, everything was video status.
No, not really. I just wanted to, because I kept thinking, oh, my siblings would love to see this.
Okay, you don't want anything to be missed out.
Yes.
Yeah. Every step had to be recorded.
Yes.
So how was it? How was the feeling? I mean, like.
It was exciting.
Yeah.
Definitely. I was not as scared as I thought I would be, because I had other OG scholars with me. Okay, yeah. And in OG, actually, they prepare you for that. Yes. But you actually had company, so life was cool. Yes. And I heard that the transit was going to be a race for life. Like, you fight for your life, like, to get to. Yeah. So I was a bit scared, but I had other OG scholars with me who had traveled before, so I was, yeah. So you were composed. Yes. Composure 100%. We kept this max. We kept trying to tell them, don't let them know it's your first flight. Okay. Like just behave calm. Yeah. Maximum composure. Just feel among. Yeah. So now let's go some days back. Okay. From the visa interview, you understand? There's always this feeling of being rejected for the visa. Okay. So how did you handle that? Like, being rejected, probably. That's the thing with AUB. We did not do a visa interview, like to go to Lebanon. We got a visa, but we did not go through an interview. The school got us visas.
Okay, that's nice. That's
yes.
nice. Okay, everything. In fact, the composure had to.
The composure.
Understand?
Yeah.
So now let's look at shopping. Shopping for Lebanon. What did you get?
I was focused on food. My motto was food first. I'm not even kidding, because I spoke to an OG scholar who was already at AUB.
Yeah.
And she told me, clothes, shoes, everything you can get here, but you will not find Gary.
She's actually emphasizing the Gary issue. I don't know. Yeah.
You will not find food. So I tried to get as much food as I could with the limited space I was assigned.
Yeah.
And snacks. That's the peanut, chin, coconut sweet, all of that. Yeah.
Did you carry crown?
I wish I did.
Oh.
But I did not.
That one.
Yeah. So I got just a few clothes, and then I made sure to have like my bedspreads and essentials that I would need. Yeah. But the shopping wasn't as hectic.
Okay.
Because the main thing I needed to get, like even for clothes, was just my traditional outfit.
Yeah. Normally.
My OD t-shirt.
Yes.
And then maybe one sneaker also.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So, okay, we have gone to just boarding a plane, and we went again to shopping and visa stuff. So let's get to the transit. Did you guys have a transit, like when you transit to another plane?
Yeah.
So how was that interval?
Okay, it was not as bad as they made it sound.
Yeah.
We transited at Ethiopia.
Yes.
And I think our plane almost left us. No, it did not almost leave us, but we had like 10 minutes or 5 minutes to get to the plane.
Yeah.
So we left the first plane, and then we got to the airport.
Yeah.
And then we're trying to find our way to our gate. The gate that is going to board us next.
Yeah.
And before you go through the gate, you have to like check in your carry-ons. You have to take off your shoes.
All of those things.
Yeah. So it was that accompanied with the time crunch. It was a bit my heart was
okay, everything was like, this plane will leave me, this plane will leave me.
I kept thinking the plane will leave.
No, but your people, were they also composed, or people were just, this plane will leave us, this plane will leave us?
They were composed, but they were fast. Okay. So that's why I was scared, because they're like, we have to get onto the next plane.
Alright.
Yeah.
So you've transited.
Yeah.
Now if transited is a word.
Transited.
It's transited.
Let's hope so.
Let's hope so. So now you have boarded the second flight. Was there any other transit?
No.
Okay, so let's talk about landing on Lebanon. How was it?
First of all, we landed very early in the morning, around 2 a.m. So as we were landing, you could see the city lights, and it was just like,
wow.
It was
actually pick it up my head.
It was amazing. Yeah. And when we got to the airport, for some reason, by the time we checked out and we were coming out of the airport, for some reason the people who were standing there started clapping.
Like
welcome. Yeah, like literally. I don't know them. They were not part of our, because we did have some drivers to pick us up, but they were not, like, just everybody there started clapping, and I was so confused. Like,
when they clap, did you see them clapping for you, or was there any
like immediately we pushed our bags and like emerged? Everybody started.
Everybody was just interested.
I was so confused.
And then you were like, maybe I was a princess somewhere or something. Maybe I was the daughter.
Maybe they announced that we're going to be coming or something.
Maybe something like that.
I have that.
Alright, so that's a very interesting flight experience. But I'll not end this without asking one question. There's something they always talk about in the summer academy about the turbulence thing. So, how was the turbulence, if you had one? I want to know if actually it's true, because they always make it seem like it's the end of the war kind of feeling.
Oh.
Yeah, but I want to feel like it's not like that.
No,
so how was it?
Turbulence is basically you sitting in a Mogamo bus going to Yaoundé and entering potholes.
Okay. So these are potholes in the air.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yes, it's not that bad.
So how was it?
The first time it happened, I thought we were going to die.
as everyone always just have to say that they will die or something, like people should be confident.
But fun fact, flights are actually the safest means of traveling.
Really?
Yes.
Better than our Mogamo cruising, understand?
Yeah.
So the turbulence.
Yeah, it was literally just like
frightful.
By the time I understood what was going on, because the pilot actually said we're experiencing some turbulence, make sure to fasten your seatbelt. So once I was calm, I realized it was just like entering potholes, but not the ones at Meta, just like normal.
Yeah. We get it. So we're done with this question.
Okay.
The flight, in one word, I can see the flight experience was. I'll keep my word to myself. Yeah. So okay, guys. Thank you all for sticking to this moment. Shout out to our 11 crew, director, PM, and my co-host. She's in the video. Understand? So if you want more of this content, right, subscribe to our channel, like this video, and drop more in the comment section. Like more for more content. So next question. Calabash.
I'm going to take the green one.
Yeah, this is.
Okay. Let's get it over with.
Oh, it's a very professional question. I really wish I had my tie here, understand. Is there a certain habit you built as a result of the curriculum?
I would say I built resilience, but that's something I really gained during the summer academy.
Oh, the summer academy.
Yeah.
Speaking of the summer academy, the deadline is approaching, and people are applying and all of this things. So, what's the summer academy? What's it all about? Just tell our viewers.
The summer academy is basically like a crash course program, mostly for high school students who are transiting into the university level, where they teach you a lot of soft skills like communication, resilience, critical thinking.
Yeah, all of this is public speaking.
Yeah, all of and at the same time, they kind of prepare you for the scholarship processes, right from essay writing to interviews to teaching you about the flights, like they told me about the turbulence, and telling me about the different cultures out there and how you can kind of maneuver your way in a new land. And yeah.
That's the summer.
That's basically the summer academy.
So the deadline is open to, I think it's in a few days. So if you haven't applied, head over and apply so that you can carry an entire bag of Gary to Lebanon, to the US, and all of those places.
Yes.
So yeah, the habit you built as a result of the curriculum.
Okay. Being able to adapt as quickly as possible, because I did not have time to slack, kind of.
Yeah.
Because I basically signed the contract with the MasterCard Foundation that my GPA is not going to go below 3.0.
Nice.
Right, that was the contract we had to sign. So being in a new curriculum and a new way of taking tests and new methods of teaching, if I kind of went down in the first exam, the first midterm, I did not have enough time to catch up. Yes, so I kind of built that skill as I went through the year. Yeah. So basically, I learned how to adapt to the new curriculum as quickly as possible so I can get my grades up, because I had to get those grades up.
Yeah, actually have to have the grades up.
Yeah.
So let's look at study. How many people were in a class, let's say? Like, what's the number per, how do you call it? Number per teacher, something like that, if I can call it like that.
It would depend on what class it is, because for a lot of classes like Chemistry 101, which was taken by so many people, we have a class of up to maybe 300 or 200 was a big hall. But then when you start getting a bit more specific, the classes reduced to about 25 people.
That's nice.
Yes.
Everybody has contact with the lecturer.
Yes.
So now, what was your favorite course this first year?
The computer science course I took, which was programming with Java.
Interesting. So just throw some detail.
Okay, first of all, it is a year 2 course, but I decided to take it because I was getting rusty in programming. I felt like I'm no longer a programmer because yes. Yeah. So I took a year 2 course in programming with Java, and I was in a class with sophomores. I'm a freshman. I was in a class with sophomores, and everybody seems to know what they were doing, and they just seem to I don't know, easily grasp all the concepts and
you were just like, she was just like,
yeah, at first. But then when I learned to speak up and ask questions, my fellow classmates, attend office hours for my professor. Yeah, I picked it up and I really enjoyed the course.
So that was your best course?
Yes.
Just for the fact that you have to brush up your programming?
Yes.
Yeah. So looking forward to the next year, you already have like a list of courses available?
I started registering for some courses already, but they're basically just programming course. There are more programming courses in them. Then there are some kind of technical courses still related to computer science, since I'll officially be getting into my major. Yes. So
from these courses that you are beginning to register, which one do you feel is going to be the best?
Programming with Java too.
Okay. Okay, it's still the same course.
Yeah, but the continuation.
That's nice. So she built the habit of adapting quickly and resilience.
Yes.
Yeah, which led us to the summer academy. Alright guys, so we're moving to the final question of this interview series.
Okay.
Our calabash. Yeah. So I really hope this is a concluding question.
Okay.
And fortunately it is a concluding question. So is there something you could change about AUB? Yeah, to suit you. Is there something you could change about AUB?
AUB is already a really great university. But if I was to change anything, it would be...
You can look at the change as maybe a better ring kind of something. If everything is good, right? Just like what you made better.
Okay.
I really doubt if you would say what can be changed totally.
Totally, yeah.
So what can be better?
Maybe the restrictions when it comes to curfew in the dorms.
Okay, what's the time there?
Because for us, for freshmen, the restrictions were I think 11 p.m. for freshmen, but then during the exam period you have to like study in the library overnight and stuff. So coming back at maybe 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. you have to sign in your name, and then if you have too many strikes you're penalized or you're called in.
What type of penalization? Let's hear.
I did not get penalized, so I don't.
Didn't you have friends who were like...
No, they just called them in and gave them warnings first,
okay.
and then told them if they're going to be out late, they should kind of contact their parents to sign some forms. And
So what are you going to change about that? Increasing the time, maybe to what time?
Maybe just leaving the time.
Okay.
Because in a dorm you have a range of ages. Students range from like maybe 18 to 23 or 24. So they have different things that they do at those times.
Like different things.
Yeah.
Maybe studying,
eating, going out. Some go out. Some have maybe to talk with friends, or some are even just in another friend's dorm. Yeah. So, and since they have night monitors throughout the night, I don't see why we should have curfew.
Yeah. So everything should just be. If I want to be reading, if I want to open my reading vigil, I should just be reading.
Yes.
If I want to be talking, I just talk throughout the night.
Yes.
Would that be really great though?
No, maybe not. I don't know. I mean, it depends. I think that's where personal restrictions come in.
Okay. I get the point. So, is there any other thing? Like, is that the only thing?
Maybe make the food in the cafeteria a bit more inclusive.
More gari-like.
More gari-like.
Increasing gari in our diet.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to maybe make jollof rice or fried rice.
It's not really that culture. You can't blame them that way.
Yeah, but they thrive on diversity.
Oh, yeah.
So it would make sense if maybe their cuisine was also a bit more diverse to a certain extent. Yeah.
You have a point. I really think maybe you could lay this at the table of the important personalities there, and they see to it.
Okay.
So that was our last question. Very last question, guys. So this is all we have for Favour. Alright guys, we are at the end of our interview series. But before we go, let's ask a very important question, if I can call it that way. So Favour, AUB scholar, Open Dream scholar.
Yes.
What's your number one advice to anyone who is applying to AUB this year? next year.
Or next
Yeah,
year.
the next session.
The next
Yeah.
session, okay. Since applying to AUB with the purpose of getting a scholarship is linked to the Mastercard Foundation Scholars Program, I would advise anyone who is going to apply to hammer down on the fact that you are engaging in community service, you are trying to build your community, you're trying to give back to your community, because that's what the Mastercard Foundation is all about.
Yeah.
So if you can highlight the means through which you're trying to accomplish this, I think you're going to have a good shot. Plus, your essays have to be good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, normally
your essays have to be good.
Yeah. So, applying to AUB, you have to show impact in your community.
Yes.
Basically. Alright guys, thank you for sticking to the end of this video, our pilot edition of On Seat with Open Dream Scholars, today with Favour, and all the way from AUB, of course. Subscribe to this channel if you want more of this content. Let us know in the comment section, and share these videos with all your friends, families, relatives, blah 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 blah, and see you in our next edition of this series. So take care.